Hi, my name is Michael Miller, and I created with my students a 3D mini printed lightsaber. And we, over the past year, have completed about 130 of them. It's a 4-part design with a flashlight, a base that's the students design and create, a blade, and a cap for the flashlight. When designing these, I'm going to go through a tutorial here in a minute with you on how to design the handle from a template. The blades and the cap are already pre-made. This is an excellent opportunity for your students and yourself to gain knowledge on 3D printing and how to combine multiple shapes and make different changes in Tinkercad. Enjoy! Hi, my name is Michael Miller, and I have a lightsaber template that I used with my students. I'm an educator and we use this with 4th and 5th grade students. And they built lightsabers, and it's a 3-piece design, one with a blade, a handle, and then a cap that fits on the bottom with a flashlight in the middle. So to start this project, I've been asked to create a video so that some of you can know how I did it. And also on Tinkercad, there's a template you can use where I figured it out for the flashlight I have. It works great and provides a lot of light, and the kids love it. So to first figure out we're going to do this, we're going to do the video in 2 parts. The first part will be where to get the template and how to design it. The second part will be how to download it, upload it to your slicer software, which I'll be using Print Studio with Dremel, and then actually to print it. So I'll hit, if you go into search designs, if you log into Tinkercad and create your own account, and then you go to search designs, you're going to type in light saber, all one word, template. When you do that, it will, right now it's thinking, it will pull up the file, and you will make a duplicate copy of this file. So I'll show you here in a second as soon as it loads. Now the template is loaded. You can either click on Tinker This, and make sure it's Clark Miller 14, and it'll say lightsaber template. You can click on Tinker This, and let's see if it'll open. When it does, it should make the template for you. What I would recommend doing is go here, go to Properties, and changing the first name and putting in your first name just so you can keep them clear who they are. So first name, and then last name in there, and then lightsaber template, and you can take out the template if you want. I'm going to keep it on private because this is my copy, so you might want to do that for your students. Hit Save Changes, and now it comes up as with all the parts that you need. So what I've done here is, in a minute here when everything shows up, this is a little bit longer of a blade, and if you click on it, this is 193 millimeters. This one is 160 millimeters, and you can modify up or down depending on the volume of your printer. So over here we have the cap. This cap is already fit and designed to fit into on the bottom here of the lightsaber, which you'll see right there. Right here, it should slide right in when you're done. It might take a little bit of work to get it in, or if you want to, you can put a little olive oil or something on it, and sometimes that'll help it go on. But the design of this lightsaber is so that it snaps together. There's no screws to put in it. There's no glue. Like I said, I've made over 130 of these, and I haven't had to use any glue. I haven't had to use, once in a while I have to put a little bit of tape around the end of the lightsaber to make sure it sits in this slot, which you can see right here. Over here we have the base design, which is they match together. And then if you click on this, it's blue or purple, which means that it's locked. And I lock these on purpose so students can't change them. And this always stays the same. You also can't move it out of place with Tinkercad, and I did that with the base too. So these are some great ways to save yourself some time and students some time. If you have a wider flashlight, then naturally you have to come up here and unlock it, and that will change it. And then you can change the width. But so what's going to happen here is we are going to go over here to our sidebar, and you can start to drag out objects. My students really like, we've done a couple of these. You could bring out this round torus and bring it up, make it thicker, and then what I do is bring it over here, and then I just start putting it on. And I build my lightsaber up. It works best if you have students draw it out first, and then now I'm moving it around with my arrow keys, and I can see there's a little bit more I want to do. So 43 by 43, so it's still staying in proportion. You can hit shift and drag it, and I'll keep it still in proportion. So maybe I'll go to 46. And then let's see if I look above it. Not too bad. Probably could go over this way just a little bit. And then I can hit Control C, Control V, and I can do it again. So if I want to do multi-layer, again, that hole, you're going to see it there throughout. Again, I like it. Control V, we'll go one more up, and this will give a good solid handle for your students. And it'll also keep the integrity of the print. When it prints, you shouldn't have too many issues with it printing. So overall, I think it's alright. And we got enough where it's not covering the base, so we should be good there. And alright, so now when we get up to this part, what's some cool things you can do? You can go up to, in Tinkercad, you can go to the community part. And under community, they have a lot of different pieces. So I'm going to search for something round. And it might take a second here for it to pop up when we go from pages 1 to 2, 2 to 3. And you can see there's a lot of stuff in here. And my students added a bunch of different things. Some are better than others. But it just takes a second. And as you can see, it's loading right now. They have different things through here. I'm not seeing anything I want just yet. Oh, a lot of my students like to use this tread generator. So what you would do is, again, we're going to make this bigger. I'm going to make this about 37, 38. Bring it up. And then I'm going to center it. And that's not centered. Bring it back over, center it a little bit more. And I found that the treads, it works best when they're spread out a little bit more. So I'm going to sink this one down. Sink it down a little bit. I'm going to sink this down. So if I pull this down in here, and then we can make it look like it's coming out of there. And then a finishing touch that some of my other students did, which is really cool because you have the light shining in the lightsaber, is go to find this tube joint, and then what you do is bring this up. Again, I'm going to change this to about 35. Let's see, let's go 35. If I bring it up here, I can then pull it up to the top. And what that will do is we want to get it right near the top so the blades fit in there. And maybe pull this up just a little bit. And what I have found is if I leave it at this size, these are too brittle. So what you go over here is click on it. You get a menu that pops up, and you change your thickness to 45. That seems to thicken it up. You could even go up to like 60 and still let light in. You can also then change your angle. You could change it back to 0, and that will present and let light through. So when you turn on your flashlight, it actually looks like part of your lightsaber is glowing. And if I got 1 degree, that'll be fine. And as you can see in here, it's probably a little big. We need to make sure the edges are touching. So I'm going to just shrink it just a tad bit. I'm going to go back to 32 as far as my width. That seems to have some of the edges caught in there. Pull this up. We're really concerned in here. So this basically completes it. What you'll do then is you can group it, and we can take a look and see if it has been saved correctly and looks like it will do what we need it to. So that's my basic lightsaber design for my students. It can be as quick as that, or it can be much longer if you want to add more intricate details and go from there. Well, stay tuned to the next part where you see me download this and then actually print. I may print a different version of this, but this is what your template would look like, and you'd want to print it out in pieces and probably not at one time, just because of color and different things like that. Thank you.